Global market entry strategies and considerations. In today's hyper-connected era, it is becoming increasingly important for companies to broaden their horizons beyond domestic markets and look globally. Global market entry is an essential process for securing new growth drivers and building sustainable businesses. Importance of global market entry. Global market entry offers numerous opportunities for businesses. Companies can secure new growth drivers beyond the limitations of domestic markets and diversify risks through varied revenue sources. Furthermore, in a fierce international competitive environment, capabilities can be strengthened, innovation accelerated, and global brand awareness enhanced, thereby increasing corporate value. Experience in new markets significantly contributes to expanding a company's know-how and expertise. Key global market entry strategies. Methods for entering the global market can be chosen in various ways, depending on the company's characteristics, goals, capabilities, and the conditions of the target market. Direct export. This method involves directly selling a company's products to overseas consumers or distributors. While it allows for direct control and potentially higher distribution margins, it may entail initial costs and risks. Indirect export. This method involves entering overseas markets indirectly through domestic exporters or trading companies. It carries lower risk and lower initial costs, but has the disadvantage of weaker market control. Licensing and franchising. This method grants overseas companies the right to use a company's technology, trademark, and production know-how in exchange for royalties. It allows for rapid entry with low investment, but requires caution regarding intellectual property protection and partner control. Franchising is particularly effective in the service industry. Joint venture. This method involves jointly investing capital with a local company to establish a new enterprise. It allows for the utilization of local market understanding and networks, and the sharing of risks, but also carries the potential for cultural differences and conflicts. Wholly owned subsidiary. Foreign direct investment. This method involves directly establishing production facilities or sales corporations in an overseas location to operate the business independently. It offers the strongest market control and potential for high profits, but requires the most capital, time, and carries the highest risk. Acquisition. This strategy involves acquiring a local company to quickly overcome existing market entry barriers and secure market share. It allows for immediate market entry, but can be accompanied by high costs and difficulties in cultural integration. Strategic alliance. This method involves collaborating with a local company in specific areas, such as technology development, distribution, or marketing without direct investment. It carries low risk and allows for flexible response, but the scope and objectives of the alliance must be clearly defined. Leveraging e-commerce and digital platforms. This method involves directly reaching overseas consumers through online shopping malls or global digital platforms such as Amazon, Alibaba. It has the advantage of lower initial cost burden and high market expandability. Considerations for global market entry. Global market entry is a complex process that requires thorough preparation and careful consideration. The following points must be taken into account. Market research and selection. Meticulous research on the target market is essential. Comprehensive analysis of the political, economic, social, technological, legal, and environmental factors. PESTLE analysis of the country, as well as identification of market size, growth potential, competitive intensity, and consumer characteristics, are necessary to select the most suitable market. It is crucial to find a market that can create synergy with the company's capabilities, not just one that appears attractive. Localization strategy. Optimizing products or services to match local culture, language, regulations, and consumer needs is key to global success. Beyond simple translation, design, features, marketing messages, and pricing policies should be adjusted to local characteristics. A deep understanding and respect for cultural differences are required. Legal and regulatory environment. Thorough understanding and compliance with the laws, regulations, taxes, and labor laws of the target country are essential beforehand. Issues such as intellectual property protection, customs procedures, tariffs, and non-tariff barriers should also be carefully reviewed. Financial considerations. Financial aspects such as initial investment costs, operating funds, currency fluctuation risks, and profit repatriation issues must be meticulously analyzed and planned. Contingency plans for unpredictable risks are also necessary. Human resources and organizational structure. Securing and developing competent personnel required for global market entry is important. Human resource strategies should be established including local hiring, multicultural team management, and building leadership with a global mindset. Additionally, designing an efficient global organizational structure is crucial. Logistics and supply chain. Establishing an efficient and stable logistics and supply chain is a prerequisite for successful global operations. All processes, including transportation, inventory management, and securing distribution channels, must be considered. Risk management. Various risk factors that may arise in the global market, such as political instability, economic crises, increased competition, and natural disasters, must be identified in advance, and response strategies should be prepared. Global market entry is a challenging journey, but it can be successfully accomplished through thorough planning, flexible thinking, and continuous learning. We hope this content serves as a useful guide for your global endeavors.